nucleus and how much energy is giving unto the other, nucleus. It's like in the shape as an 8 flow, and that number 8 is quite interesting. Means new beginnings. But the thing is that as long as this flow is flowing, what happens is it increases energy. As much as it increases energy, it will gravitate more protons and neutrons, and of course the electron that spins around the nucleus. The more of the flow energy that's going on between the protons and the neutrons, the more protons and neutrons will come together. And the thing is, and come together to make and create matter. Why you need to know this science? Oh, it's very important. I did a video like this, something like this, a long time ago. But it's important because here's the thing about love that God taught me about. And more likely, God is describing me how the ideal of love is supposed to, like the song says, I guess, love is supposed to keep us together. And that is very true. But love, not, the lying, lustful love that the world is trying to sell to y'all, or make y'all buy in concerning, the love somebody and then say you love somebody. Of course, is a lie. But the thing is, this love that I'm talking about is something that is supposed to pretty much, I described to you, keep us together. And the thing is, that's what the whole idea of love is. Now, as you know that, God said in Deuteronomy 6:4, it talks about love the Lord thy God to the children of Israel. Love the Lord thy God with all thy whole heart and all thy soul and all thy might and all thy strength, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then Jesus says in I believe Matthew's 30, 20, 21, 22, 22 and 30. He talks about love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and all thy soul and all thy mind, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. He's talking about, they're talking about this love that, now notice it said, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, soul, thy mind, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. What happens is when you, just like I described to you, the protons and the neutrons, when this love energy is coming together, it brings all things together. Oh, understand what I'm saying. It brings all things together. Now notice our world. I hope you notice our world and how much division that is in this world and how much lack of love that is not going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's because of to me, the waxiness of lust. See, because lust is all about stopping the flow of love. It's stopping that flow, like I described to you, going zoo, zoo, zoo. It's to slow down this flow that, and as much as we put the wax of lust inside of us, it slows down our flow that we're not, like people say, I'm losing love in my relationship towards you. That no, you're putting, you allow lust to get into your flow of love, and it's hindering that flow, and and you're not loving, you're not doing the things that you used to do to show that you care about a person, and it's just going slower and slower. That's the amount, and that's what's keeping it going slower, is the particles of lust that you are believing in your heart concerning going after the things of this world. Or of course, in our idea, when we're in a relationship, husband and wife, the husband see other women and want to be with them, or the wife see other men and want to be with them, is that you start believing in your heart that there's, or they say the grass is greener on the other side. concerning your relationships and stuff like that. But the thing is, but that's what lust is all about doing. It's all about hindering the flow of energy and keeping us together. But God taught me about there's the blessings of a marriage is more than just the marriage. And it's not only just more than just a marriage, but more than just a family. You know what I'm saying? As in the family, like the mother, the father, and the husband and wife, and then the husband and wife begot a child. Now they're father and mother, and got another child, father and mother. But in that, sequence of that there's a blessing when a family is together. That I believe people don't understand that. Why you should stay as a family, that Satan is trying to break apart concerning this world system to get people caught up and busy and going here, going to school, going to job, going here, going there, anything that will take away, separate the family. Satan's whole, if you can see, Satan's world system is created to really destroy the family. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, we're not questioning to what extent that is doing it. But it's right before our faces because, y'all might think, going to school, going to job, and all other things are just, I'm just going to school, I'm just going to job. Y'all just like, look, I'm just, but you're doing more than that. You're really doing more than that. You're going away from your family. You're going away from going away from your DNA. And you think that, it's just nothing. Oh, it's something. When you go away from your DNA, when you if you have disagreement and bitterness and bitterness towards your family, that affects people around you. It can become a blessing and it become a curse. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, as you love your family, is a blessing to other people. You can be a blessing just having a great family to another people in another family. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, that sequence have blessings. Funny thing, people say, all of a sudden I got blessed here, all of a sudden I got blessed there, and they don't even know where the blessings coming from. But did you know that God, certain blessings comes from that ideal reality? Because here's the thing, what you got to understand about the creation from the beginning. God told Adam and Eve that to, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. That is what God command, and God's going to bring blessings on his command. There's blessings in his commands. And what you don't need to understand that when you when you follow his commands and the blessings come, it's supposed to bring something together. It's supposed to, like the nucleus, as long as the nucleus going to and fro, it's supposed to bring structure and bring things together concerning the amount of speed of the flow of the energy of love that is there. It's supposed to bring everybody together. As if more people love, the more things come together. And as what Romans 8:2-8 talks about, that all things work together. When you see that for the good, that is a language of love. You know what I'm saying? That all things work together according to his purpose. That working together is the idea of the sequence of love. That the love that we must need to learn, the power of love. They got these songs, the power of love. But the power of love is supposed to, God told me, to restore the earth. The restoration. Did you know that, because God created us from the dust of the ground, that everything we do, our actions we do, affects everything in the earth, affects the plant, the animals, affects the plants. How we treat each other affects the whole earth. Now, if you see all these earthquakes and all these bad stuff and hurricanes, all this, that's because of the how we treat each other. You know what I'm saying? How we treat one another, how we fight one another, how we hate one another. That's why the rulers of darkness of this world are creating things to keep men against each other, as what Jesus prophesied in Matthew 24, that nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Satan is, because Jesus knows Satan's blueprint, and Jesus knows what Satan has to do. If he wants the world in more likely disorder, and he wants to destroy the function of how the world is operating, he has to keep things to keep people against each other, so the nucleus of the flow of love can stop. And then Jesus says, for people shall hate one another in Matthew 24, and the love for many shall wax cold. That's why I say that wax of lust, that wax cold, that people will wax cold, that the flow of love, it will diminish in these days. And the thing is, we need to understand that when we mistreat each other, when we do each other wrong, we are affecting not just ourselves and not just the other person that you probably married with or family with or whatever. You're affecting the whole entire world. That people don't realize that, but Satan knows that. So that's why Satan's keeping his system concerning television and radio and all kind of devices to keep people operating in lust, so the world does not come together. I mean, look what John says. The lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life. And you know how that is so anti what the Father wants us to operate in it. Love not the world, pretty much. And the thing is, but we must understand that when we love one another. See, here's the thing about love. Love is invisible. That's the problem. Love is not so invisible that we see, but lust is not. Lust is not really invisible. Something like that. But you know what I'm talking about. But love is so invisible. And the thing is, and we get careless about how we treat each other and how we do each other and how we make decisions concerning other people, that we don't even know that we are damaging the earth because we don't see it. We don't see how, because we dislike this person, dislike this person, that it's affecting the whole world. I mean, look what Jesus showed us on the cross. He says, these people mistreated, beat them and stuff like everything. And then he says, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. See, Jesus understood the power of the forgiving love, that he knows he needs forgiveness. If humanity is going to fulfill its purpose to have life and life more abundantly that Jesus Christ came to bring, he has to forgive his brother, forgive his sister, in order to facilitate the power of love to get back strong, to go faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. And as much as go faster, it will establish structure and distraction. And structure and matter is created, and things have substance. See, and I tell people, lust has no substance. Lust is all about breaking down, breaking apart people from one another. But love is all about bringing us together. It's the ideal you need to see in how you treat one another. Now, if you want to be the people that just keep complaining about how bad this world is, complaining how terrible this world is, but you ain't gonna do nothing about making it more better, you're just gonna be just a hindrance of trying to make it better as best way as possible. But those that want to understand how to get love in the world, how to bring it together, this message is for you, that you need to understand the power of the nucleus, that we must understand that we must love the Lord thy God and love our neighbor as I love ourselves. And we're going to need the power of the love of God to love our neighbor, because we know our neighbor is capable of mistreating us, capable of doing us wrong. We need the power of the forgiveness that Jesus Christ came and gave us to love our neighbor as I love ourselves. That the power of the nucleus of love can bring everything together, and together that it will be stable and be functioning the way it's supposed to be. All right, that's the message. I hope you understand it. I hope you be about the nucleus of love and spread true love to everybody, not this false love that's advertised on Valentine's Day. that, has nothing to do with the love of God. All right, that's the message. To God be the glory here and forever and ever. In Jesus' name, amen. 100.